What's up, America? It's your girl bringing you some news you can use. We are live at the #1 internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com, which is the iHeart radio station. You can download the iHeart app. Just go to iHeartRadio, download the app. It is free. I know a lot of y'all like free, so it is free. You can go and listen and watch over 60 whole shows. There are different topics, different scenarios, different personalities. Or you can go to IntellectualRadio, all one word, .com, and download and click on the link, and then you can see all the shows that are alive right then and there. So if you click on the link right now at IntellectualRadio.com, you're going to see the three of us right there in that box, and just click on that. So today we have a great, fun, and enlightening show for you. We're going to be sharing information, giving introspection, and providing some inspiration. And hopefully we'll take some nuggets away from myself and the other co-hosts here. We all have, different personalities, and we'll be sharing information from personal experiences or experiences that we've known of. So today we're going to talk about part 2. We talked about day before yesterday, questions you should ask before you start a business. So I have a couple, and we're going to talk about the pros and cons of those. And then we'll see if Khalil and Lakita have some, and we'll go through those. And then at the bottom of the hour, we're going to talk about killer conversation starters. And then we have our question of the day. And I really like that. It says, what are you thankful for in 30 seconds or less? So I would like for you guys, if you don't want to call in, you can just go to my radio page and put in what you're thankful for in 30 seconds or less, and then we'll say it out on air and let people know what you're thankful for. Which I'm sure everybody that's above ground today have a whole lot to be thankful for. It's supposed to be hot and humid today, but we should be able to go somewhere and cool off. And me, get your favorite drink. I got mine's right here. Some of y'all like something a little bit stronger, but whatever floats your boat. But we are live here at IntellectualRadio.com. Take a pause for the cause. We're going to come back and we're going to get this party started. We'll be back, IntellectualRadio.com. Share the broadcast, Facebook someone, Instagram someone, and stay close. Back in a moment.
Hi, my name is Tina Olivia Pate. Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darci on IR and iHeart radio station, Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darci.
Hey, this is Lenny Williams, and I enjoy listening to IntellectualRadio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darci.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine yourself with skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin. And it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is doing it. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free gifts and free shipping, all just $19.95.
I use Proactive Plus every day. Like, I literally use this stuff.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, my name is Miss Darci D, and I am the host of Making Waves with Miss Darci. We broadcast live here every Tuesday and Thursday. We start at 12 p.m. Central, and I'll let the other hosts introduce themselves to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lakita Montague. I just want to say happy Thursday.
Hi, I'm Khalil Scott, and I'm the intern.
So if today is your birthday, I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to wish you smiles and laughter, joy and cheer, and new happiness that stays throughout the entire year. Hope your birthday brings you all these and many more, filling life with surprises and joys galore. Happy birthday to you and whoever is celebrating your birthday today. We're celebrating the anniversary of divorce. Well, I ain't gonna say happy birthday, but congratulations to you. And so before we get started, I do want to get into my news we need to know right now. Now, I'm going to read this, which was kind of shocking to me, and we were talking about this before we went on air. A van was repossessed early this morning, and a 7-year-old girl was sleeping inside the van. Police say they have a lot of questions for a mother and a tow truck driver after they say the driver repossessed a van overnight with the woman's 7-year-old daughter sleeping inside. They said a call came in as an abduction at 2:30 in the morning at 45th at Chestnut. The 26-year-old woman told them that she ran into her workplace for 5 minutes and realized a tow truck had taken her van with her sleeping daughter in the van. She called police. They caught up and pulled over the tow truck driver a few blocks away. They found the girl sleeping in the back of the van. The mother and the daughter were reunited. Everyone and everything were still at the scene at 5:30 this morning. Police said they want to know why the woman left her 7-year-old daughter alone at 2:30 in the morning. Tow truck driver didn't check inside. Now, I never had no car repossessed, but I don't know what the tow driver is supposed to do. But you guys help me out here. 2 of us on the panel is a mom. So first of all, if I had to go to my job at 2:30 in the morning, if I woke my child up to put her in the car from the house, I'm certainly going to wake her up when we get to the job to go inside, even if it's for 5 minutes. Why would you leave a 7-year-old in a van at 2:30 in the morning, even for 5 minutes, with all the stuff that's going on in the news every day, all day, 24/7?
Yeah, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. But first, I want to confess. I was a witness of a repo.
Okay.
And actually, my ex-husband was driving a friend's car that the friend loaned to him, and we were in that car at a car lot looking at another car to purchase. When we turn around and look, like within 10 minutes, we see the car going down the street. We see the back of the car.
So they followed you all? So they look for the license plates? How do they?
I have no idea how they found that car. It's like still a mystery to me. But it was like a flash that we were only there for a few minutes and the car was going down the street. So apparently our friend didn't make the payment, and that's why he was ever so happy to loan us the car. But it happened just that fast. And so now listening to you with the details of, the mother 2:30 or 2:35, and the tow truck driver was just a few blocks away. It had to have happened really fast.
Because she said she was in the job only 5 minutes, and when she came out, she saw the tow truck going away with her car.
Yeah. So she had to be telling the truth because he was only really 5 minutes away, right?
That's what she said.
So I don't know the situation in her place of business. Maybe it's a place where you can't take children in, or maybe it's a place where you had to have security, or maybe she couldn't go in with a child, or maybe she didn't feel like it was a safe place for her child to be at home. Happen,
Yeah. I'm with all that. I'm not here to judge, but my question for me as a mom would be, if I had, first of all, why do I have to go to my job at 2:30 in the morning? But like you say, she could have been on call. I don't know. They don't give you all the details. It's just what the news reports. But if that were me, if I had to get my 7-year-old up at my house and put on clothes, unless she still had her pajamas on, if I had to put on clothes for her and wake her up to put her in the car, I'm taking her inside, because I would be paranoid to leave her in the car. It's just so much going on, and it's not like it was when we were growing up. It's different. You could leave your child in the car and go pay for your gas and come out, and your car would still be there, and so with the child, because you're seeing a child, whatever. But now, I wouldn't even think about doing it, because your car would be gone. Somebody could just get in the car and take off with the child. They don't care. They want the car. They want to go joyriding, or they want to rip out something in your car. I'm just saying, with the way things are now, 20 years ago, maybe, but now it could be 2 minutes. Y'all getting up and y'all all going. I'm dragging y'all in, we going. Because if I woke you up from the house, waking you up to get to the job, what's the difference? These are just my opinions. I know single women carry a load because I've been there, and it's people just don't have no idea. But I also know that I love my child, and I don't want anything to happen to my children. My children are grown. I have a grandchild, and I couldn't imagine. So for me, if I'm gonna get up at 2:30, she don't get up again to go inside. She can go sleep inside for 2 minutes, but she going inside or he going inside. And look what happened in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes.
So look what happened.
Crazy.
And so what if she hadn't called the police right away? You know, now she had to know that she didn't pay her note, but maybe she thought it would be okay. I don't know. But this is showing you what could happen in an instant. So hearing that, Khalil, I know Khalil don't have any kids yet, but as a father and hearing a scenario from a young people's perspective, when you heard me read the story, what went through your mind? How do you feel about that?
The first thing that went through my mind is, why didn't the tow truck driver, I would imagine when they have to repo a car, that you have to check for things like that to make sure that nobody's in there or some important belongings aren't in there. So I thought, why didn't the tow truck driver just check to make sure it was safe to take the car?
Okay, so America, I would like to hear from you. If you don't have to give your name if you had your car repoed, but if you don't mind sharing, we would love to hear your story. What is the scenario when a tow truck towed your car for? Are they supposed to check? Do they have a checklist? If you're a repo driver and you're listening to the show, what is the scenarios? What has to be done? And while we go to break, I'm gonna have Cleo go on his phone and look up, what is the scenario? What are the rules for a repo? Are they supposed to check the car? Are they supposed to check the car? They're not supposed to check the car. I really don't know. Super producer said they're not required, right? They're not required. We don't know. So I would like to know from my listening audience, are they supposed to check the car? Chime in with me, because that's just really, just to hear that. The little girl probably was devastated. The car moving, and then she wake up and she see a man, and it ain't her mama or nobody that she know, right. A 7-year-old, and then she waking up from her sleep.
Well, she's waking up to see no one driving the car.
That's what I'm saying. But then also, here's another scenario. What if her mother hadn't reacted the way she did, and they had took the car and it wasn't the repo man? It's a 7-year-old girl.
Exactly. And then, just imagine the time span between the mother making the call. So if the mother didn't make the call right away, or it took her 10 minutes, a little bit longer, I mean, the devastation then would have been way far more extreme than what happened.
Yeah. That's what my mind was just like, what if? I'm glad that the 7-year-old is reunited with her mom. I'm glad that she's safe and nothing is wrong, because that scenario could have played out a whole nother different way. So if you have suggestions or let us know, what is the procedure when your car is being repoed? Are they supposed to check the vehicle? Because the police officer said that the tow truck driver has some explaining to do. So I don't know if they're required to check the vehicle. I don't know. I'm just glad that it turned out the way it did. It was a happy ending. Hopefully the lady will be able to make some type of arrangements, but I'm glad that the child was okay. And y'all know I do my little survey. So I look at who we are and the things that we do. You tell me if this is true or false. So we're going to do a couple of these. It says tiny changes in your lifestyle makes a huge difference. Tiny changes at your house on your routine makes your life better. So it says having a few go-to outfits prearranged. So they're already ironed, they're hanging up somewhere. Picking clothes would not be a problem on stressful days. Do you think that's true or false? To have clothes already ironed from the cleaners, they're hanging up, ready to go. So if you're going out to dinner, you got an outfit. If you're going here, you got 2 or 3 outfits ironed and ready to go. In the worst case scenario, maybe you might drop coffee in the morning, you may get some tea, you may get some grease, you frying bacon and sausage and all that stuff. I'm saying that because I'm hungry. I'm talking about food. So do you all think that having outfits prearranged would help lessen your mornings?
I think it's true.
Yeah, I think it's true. You know, waking up when you're a little kid, when you know you had that fresh outfit, so you sit it on your little chair, that always makes you feel
Your new
better.
clothes for the school, start of school of the year. You know, you got
Yeah.
them couple of outfits your parents have bought you for the new school year. You got them laid out. You know what you wearing. You got your new gym shoes, and you ready to roll. So yeah. So knowing that you have that, how does that make you feel? How does that make your morning where you don't have to get up and start looking, and then you find out you got to iron it or it got a stain, but you know you got 3 or 4 outfits ready to go at your disposal.
Yeah, and that's one less thing to worry about.
Yeah, I agree. I like the idea. I like it, and it is true. And it says 69%. That's what they said that makes the day. That morning, they don't have to go in the closet looking for it. They ain't got to iron it. They're saying sometime if they say I'm going to wear this in the morning, thinking about it at night, get up, the shirt got a stain or the pants need to be ironed, and they don't have time to do that. And now it's just like chaos, you know. But if you know you got them 3, I usually put my 2 or 3 on the where the shower rod is. I have them right there, or on the hook behind the door. But that's where I have them, and I know they there. If I take one, I know I got to replace it with one. So that kind of gives me encouragement, uplift.
69% is a lot.
That's a lot. But I mean that's a lot.
Yeah. So that makes a big difference. So if you're not doing that,
you better start.
Then we need to start.
You need to start. Yeah. And then they says, do you think this is true or false? You make things up. So on your morning routine or your afternoon routine or your night routine, you switch up your daily commute by just 1 block, or you may take the street instead of the expressway. You may take the expressway halfway and then take the street and do some sightseeing and meditating. Do you think mixing things up on your morning routine, on your commute? But I think
reduces stress.
But I think taking the bus or train, you really can't. Well, I don't know how you can really switch that up, because if you got to take number 18 all the way, you can't go take another bus, because then you got to take another bus to get back. No, I don't know. If you're in a car, maybe you could do that. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I take the metro to work every day.
So ain't no other way you're going to be going.
I'm not trying to mix anything up and then get stuck in something or go a different way or walk a different way and be late. Yeah. So what was it? True or false?
It's true or false, yeah.
False. Let's not do that. Let's not do it unless there's something wrong, something happened, and we try to get around something. But I don't want to do that.
Okay. Khalil?
For me, I'll say true, because, you know, when I'm driving to work sometimes, it's like I feel like when you're doing it every day, you're kind of like on autopilot. So sometimes I switch up my routes the way I take to work.
But see, you're driving. Mm-hmm. She's on the train, and she can't really switch up too much. It may take her a longer commute to get where she's going if you're on the train. And so they have 50-50. Some people say they switch up their commute to make sure nobody's following them or knowing their routine, their daily routine. While others who's on public transportation say they not changing nothing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's true and false, because they're saying it just depends on your commute. If you're driving, or if you're taking public transportation. If you're riding a bike, people might switch up their route. Bus, if they can switch up multiple ways to get there. But if you're on a train, it's taking you straight there, and they only got these amount of stops, and that's the least amount of time, then you ain't changing anything. You're not taking anything. Now, this is true or false. They say when you take a chill pill, now I don't know what a chill pill is, but take a chill pill when things go wrong. There's nothing you can do afterwards, so just try to relax and continue with your day.
I would say that's false. I never heard of, I heard the expression of taking a chill pill, but I never heard of actually taking a chill pill.
Right. Because if they had them, they'd be sold out. You wouldn't even be able to get them. But I guess they mean like de-stress, because if something happened, like if you know you're going to wear this white dress or this white outfit, and then you waste coffee or tea on it, and you're driving to work. So now do you turn around? You're halfway there, because then you're going to be late, and then you got this big stain, and you know if it's tea, it's a brown stain. If it's coffee, it's a brown stain. So do you keep going? But has that ruined your mindset or your thinking process for that morning? Or can you just say, oh, it happens, I made a mistake, and just get up, move on? But then you got to explain that all day long. What happened to your dress? Cleo, what happened to your shirt? Up there, what happened? Lakita, what happened to your dress? Anybody that has not seen you, and when they see you, they're going to ask you. So how would you deal with that if that happened to you?
I'm thinking. So what, it was true or false?
Yeah, you take a chill pill. If something goes
I'm going to
wrong.
take a chill pill, and that's what I'm doing today with my spider bite.
That's right. Share with us. She has a spider bite, you guys. And I was like, why are you standing? She's like, I got a spider bite. I'm like, what? So share with us about your spider bite.
I was bitten by a poisonous spider, and this thing is so huge. It started out as a teeny tiny dot with a little dot in the middle, and now it's spread such that it's 5 inches in diameter with a circle around it. It looks like a softball just attached to my body, sticking out like hard bricks in a sack with fleshy material all around it. It's horrible. It hurts so bad.
Just describing it got me want to lean over to the left, my left thigh, and don't sit on the right hip. Just on my right butt, just kind of squeeze the cheeks in a little bit.
My hip, from my hip to my ankle, it was throbbing pain, and I knew that when I came in here, I was gonna have to sit in the seat for 1 hour. Oh 1 hour.
She should have told her about a pillow.
I said, hey,
there you go. To the chill pill.
This happened. I can't do anything about it but treat it until it gets ready, goes away. But I can't let it control my life and stop me from doing what I got to do today.
That's what I'm talking about. You can't let it control you.
And then I come right in here and somebody sitting right over here next to me said, oh, I got something for you. Let me go out to my car and get you some tea tree oil.
I had some tea tree oil for. I was like, look, go ahead and do that. We're going to time this to make you feel any better. I mean, I didn't know, but
Right. And then I get a blessing. I get a blessing.
You get a blessing. You never know. You never know.
I'm going to say you need to take a chill pill and go on with your day, because you don't know what doors, opportunities are going to open up for you, because you just kept it moving and stepping in the right direction.
There you go. And so somebody might hire you as a consultant or to do a project based on you not letting that coffee stain or that tea stain interfere with your day. You just never know. Because 80% of success is showing up. And I believe that, because I've had a lot of success where I say, I'm not going to go, my head hurting, or this is going on, I'm not feeling it, I'm not going, I don't want to be bothered. And then boom, I get a sponsorship or an opportunity presents itself or a speaking engagement. I'm like, oh my God, what if I didn't come?
Exactly.
So Khalil, what do you think about that? If you got on a bad white khaki outfit, you got your pants on, your white belt, your white silk shirt, and then you weigh some tea and you 5 minutes from where you need to be.
Yeah, I might be mad initially, but the day gonna have to move on. I mean, if people keep asking me what happened, I just say I spilled something on my shirt. It's no big deal.
Okay, all right.
That's such a guy answer.
I know, right?
I spilled something on my shirt.
Earl, what would you do?
I spilled something on my shirt.
You go into an event, you 5 minutes from there, you've been in traffic, you got on a white outfit, and you spill some coffee or tea on your silk shirt. Oh God, I'm not gonna even tell y'all what he said.
Mm-hmm. That's the guy answer. I spilled something on my shirt.
Yeah,
I'll just spill it on the rest of my clothes and keep it moving. It's matching.
So here's one more. So you pull up to the drive-thru. It could be in your favorite place. It could be Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, whatever coffee place you go to in the mornings or whatever, and have your latte. And you look in your purse and you don't have your wallet, but you got change in that little round thing, right? But you ain't got enough change to order that $5 or $7 or $9 latte. So do you order your plain coffee, or do you just get out the drive-thru line?
I'm already there.
You're already there, but you can get out the line now.
I'm gonna order plain coffee.
So that it was,
because that's what that change is for.
That's what that change is for.
If I had to count out some pennies and nickels, and now I'm gonna see what can this buy for me if I'm already there.
Yeah. Okay. Khalil?
I'm gonna get out the line.
Khalil, you getting out the line? Khalil, you getting out the line?
Yeah, I'll take that as a sign it's not meant for you to have it today.
Wow. All right. That's a millennium answer. You getting out the line too, Earl? I'm going around there. Let me get that coffee. I'm gonna have some change for y'all. Hold on. How much the coffee gonna cost? $3.19? Okay, I'm gonna have to give it to you in change. Yeah. I'm at the window counting it out.
I would take it as a sign that the latte is not what I need.
Yeah.
Like, why am I spending so much money on this and it's unhealthy?
Especially $5, $7, and $9. I know somebody who spent $11. I'm like, what does this coffee do for you?
Yeah, $11? I might go back to the basics and be happy with it.
Yeah. And you might not even want the latte anymore. Maybe you want to get it on special occasions. So these are little things that people are saying that changes your lifestyle in the mornings and makes your life better. I have some more, but we'll wait to the next show.
But how does this last one make us better? I didn't.
Because they're saying that what you stress out and say, oh my God, I don't have enough money to get this latte.
Okay.
I always get a latte. And then you're trying to figure out before you get to the window, should you order or not order? Should you get out the line? And I've seen people do this. I've been in the car with people with this latte stuff. They got to have it. Really? I've been like,
and it just messes up your whole day.
And they be like, man, you got $2? Because see, I'll get back to you. You know, and I'm looking at them like, it's just some coffee. Get the coffee. If it's gonna mess up, I gotta have it. So I just got plain coffee with cream and sugar. And I'm trying to go from regular to decaf to off to be done with.
Hey, if it was up to me, I'd go back to Folgers.
Well, see now, sometimes it be strong. I got the Caring, and I tried 4 different coffees, but they were so strong.
Right.
Now I even bought the Dunkin' Donuts because that's my favorite, but it doesn't taste the same as when I make it myself in the Caring. So I'm trying to find one that's not as strong. I don't like strong coffee. You go to some restaurants and it'd be okay. You go to that restaurant, you drink coffee, you go, oh my God, what kind of coffee is this? It's like your hair stands straight up. It's just too strong. So it doesn't work for me. So those are some things and if you have some changes that you do in the morning that make your life smoother or that's less stress-free for you, then call in and share with us. Cleo will give you the call-in number before we go to break. And I promise I'm going to be quiet and let him give you that number before we go to break. But we're going to come back and talk about questions you should ask yourself before you actually start a business.
And that number is 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953.
And we have the next time we're on air, we'll be giving away $100. I'm going to tell you how you can win $100. You do have to like my radio page, but we'll tell you the game we're going to be playing starting next week, and we'll tell you what you have to do to qualify for $100 cash. So stay close and don't go anywhere, and share the broadcast. Back in a moment.
American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide.
Just show them this, the American Express card.
Don't leave home without it.
Someday, I may even use it on the moon. It's a marvelous thing.
Oh! So you can replace plane tickets, traveler's checks, a lost card.
Really? That worked?
American Express's timeless safety and security are available on Apple Pay. The next evolution of membership is here.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt.
1-800-401-4010.
It's 2 for $5 coming at you live.
Hey, sir, welcome to Burger King. How are you? See what he orders.
No pressure. All of America's watching.
Original chicken sandwich.
Big King! And the foul.
How are you going to lose when you mix and match?
Mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for $5 only at Burger King.
Good morning. What can I get for you?
A medium hot coffee, cream and 2 sugars, please.
Medium hot coffee, cream, 2 sugars. Sounds good.
At Dunkin', we make your coffee just the way you like it. If not, we'll make it. That's the DD commitment America runs on Dunkin'.
Good morning. What can I get for you?
A medium hot coffee, cream and 2 sugars, please.
Medium hot coffee, cream, 2 sugars. Sounds good.
At Dunkin', we make your coffee just the way you like it. If not, we'll make it again on the spot. That's the DD commitment America runs on Dunkin'.
These 100.
All right, welcome back. We are live, IntellectualRadio.com, Making Waves with Miss Darci. We were talking about the 7-year-old mom car got repoed, and what is the procedure for a tow truck before they tow a car? Are they supposed to check the car? What a procedure? Were you able to look up anything for us, Khalil?
I was looking it up, but I couldn't find the exact procedures. They was just saying what happens when you don't pay and it gets repoed.
Is you have to be a month behind, 2 months behind? Do it tell you how far you have to be behind?
It just says that when you purchase the vehicle, you're gonna sign like this little notice thing if you're behind on your payments, and they can have the creditors repossess the car.
It's something you sign when you get ready to finance the car?
Yes.
I ain't never known that. You know that, Earl? See, people probably don't read. It's probably that fine print, I'm sure. Well, I'm not financing a car right now. Thank God. I financed 2 vehicles. One was totaled, and this one is still in the garage. And then I got my new car. But I just don't like the idea that every 30 days you got to pay them. So that's my dilemma with that. I'm trying to find a way to pay off my utilities for a whole year. Just, you know how you just do. You figure if your light is going to be $100 and your gas going to be higher in the winter months, and maybe you take your highest bill and then you times it times 4, and then you take your. I'm serious. I was at home last night figuring it out. So I looked at the highest. We've only been here since October. I looked at the highest gas bill for the winter, and I don't know what the highest light bill, because this is the first time that I'm there with spring and summer. But I'm taking the highest light bill. And I want to take them together and do times 12 and just send NICOR a certain amount of money that equals, and then send ComEd, and then say, I'll see y'all next year.
It makes sense.
Because I want to see what it feels like to go a month and there is no bill that's in the mailbox. Is that possible?
I think it's possible. It's just, when you know you could pay it month to month, people don't want to hand out that big sum of money up front. But
think about if you did this, because I'm going to try this and talk about it. I got to figure out. So by Sunday, I will have figured out how much, right? And if it's in my budget or in my savings, I'm going to send the money orders in for both and see will they still send me a bill, or would it say 0, or would they just deduct it from what the monthly would be?
Yeah, they'll deduct it.
So, and what that feels like from July 1st to December 31st. So that means those 2 bills I won't have for at least 6 months. And then I can save and do it again next year for 6 months, depending on what it is, if I can afford it. So my goal is to be debt free, you guys, by the end of this year. And I'm speaking it 24/7. I need to see what that, and I probably have to do the same thing for my car note. I did do my car note for 6 months. So I don't know if I can do it for a year, but I did do it for 6 months. But I just want to be able to take that money and put part of it and invest it or do something with it, because I just feel like, because it's coming every month. Can we all get to a point where we can pick, if you have 10 bills, can we get to a point that we take 2 of those bills and multiply it times 3? It could be 3 months or 6 months, or people that can do 9 months or 12. Take 2 bills and multiply it times 3 and send it in and see what happens. And what would you do for the next 3 months when you didn't have those 2 bills for 3 months? Because that would be what, 6 payments? What would you do with that money? Would you buy stock? Would you put it into a CD, the interest-bearing CD? So I'm trying to get us our mindsets so that you can get out of debt. There's no such thing as you're going to always be in debt. I think people say, well, you'll never get out of debt. You're going to die with bills. So it's just something to think about. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I had the calculator out, pen and paper, and I'm scratching, I'm adding. And so I want to just put that on your mind today. What do you guys think about that? But I'm going to try that.
I think it's a good thing to travel. Like I said, it'll be hard to. I know I'm just speaking from my personal experience. It'll be hard for me to save up that large sum of money and just pay them up.
But you can do it.
Yeah, I know I can.
What would stop you?
I'll be stopping myself.
See, exactly. We are. When they say you look for somebody that's your worst critic or the person that's standing in your way, look in the mirror, because it ain't that you can't do it, because people do it all the time. People do it. I have 2 mentors, and one of my mentors make less money than me, and what they do will blow your mind. She was the one that told me about the unplugging, and I can't wait to get the light bill. But what I'm saying is, sometimes we say, oh, we can't do that. But why can't we? Because we're no different than her.
That's true.
I'm just challenging myself, and I'm challenging my listening audience to find 2 bills. It could be your smallest bill. Pay it, see how much it is, and see if you, I'm going to say see if you can. I know you can. Pay it off for 3 months. If you can pay it off for 6 months, pay it off for 6 months, and then take that other money and reinvest it in some McDonald's stock or technology stock. No, technology ain't going anywhere. Bitcoin. So this is what I'm looking for. So I'm not going to just take that money and go blow it, but you know the bill is going to come anyway. So if you're going to still have the money, so what would you do with that money? Would you invest it? Would you just let it sit in the bank and then collecting no interest? So it's just giving you some things to think about. Right. And we're going to readdress this again when we come back on air, because I want us to get to the point where we're owning real estate and we're getting out of debt, or we're getting stocks, or we're getting bonds, or we're getting CDs.
Yeah, and that's the challenge right now, because it was a time when you paid yourself first and put the money in the bank, and then you were able to draw a certain amount of interest. And the interest rates have gone down so low in terms of like CDs and savings accounts that you're not really making any money off of saving,
right?
Like you used to.
Yeah. So I have something that I've been doing since January, and to me, it's better than a CD. The return investment on your money is going to blow your mind. And so we're going to talk about that next week. I always like to get something at least 6 months. I've shared it with several friends and they did it too. But I'm going to share with you how much money I made with it. And it was a small investment. Some people did $5 a pay period. Some people did $10 a pay period. I did $10 a week, which was $40 a month. And I'm going to tell you what that money doubled or quadrupled into. And we're going to talk about that. And it's from an app. And of course, I checked it out with the BBB and Attorney General's office. And the only thing I can say now is I wish I had knew about it sooner. So we'll talk about that next week, but that's some nuggets for next week. So what are some questions that you could ask yourself before you actually start a business? People say, I want to start a business, but some people don't have a clue on how to do it. They know they're passionate. Everybody has a skill or a trade or something they're good at. And so the first thing I would say would be, how passionate are you about that idea? So your business must be your own idea. It doesn't have to necessarily be a great idea, but it's something that's going to be a resolution to a problem or issue. It needs to be your brainchild wholeheartedly. You got to be excited about it. You got to be passionate about it. It can't even feel like work. Some people say, I hate my job. I don't want to go. My stomach going nuts. I got to go to this job. I got to deal with all this stress. I got to deal with all this what they call it, clicking in the business, or corporate drama and all that stuff. So if you are considering being an entrepreneur, you can start small and dream big, but you have to do your homework so that you can be an expert in whatever field that is, or whatever industry that is, or whatever career move you're going to do. Then you have to know who your target audience is. Who is your potential customer? Provide a solution, and you want to make that solution beneficial so that that person will go and share, because referrals are the best networking for any small or medium-sized business. So when you all think about that would be my question. How much money do you need to start it up? If you're using social media, all you need is the internet and a tablet. You do have to create letterhead. You can use Word, you can use Publisher, you can use PowerPoint, you can create your own letterhead. Everything is so accessible right now that you can do it in little or no time. Business cards, you can go buy card stock and make your own business cards from a printer. Or you can use some place like Vista, who I started with years ago. They were very inexpensive and they really do good work. So those are three of the things: the cost, who's your target audience, are you passionate about it, and then have you done your research? Have you read books concerning that career or that move, business related books, how to analyze your plan? Do you have a business plan? You don't necessarily have one, but it is recommended. Are you listening to CDs? Do you have a mentor? I have two and had several. Are you willing to fail? That's my last one. If you're not willing to fail, when you jump into things and you start something, you expect to succeed, but you're going to have to fail a few times. That's just, nobody just jumps out there and never fails. And if you're scared to fail, then maybe entrepreneur or business owner may not be for you. And then I'm going to say, never, ever give up. Never, ever, 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 ever give up. So those are my questions that I would say to a person who's thinking about starting their business. What are some of the questions or scenarios you would say to someone that's thinking about starting a business that's listening right now?
So for me and my business, I think I would take a little bit of a different perspective.
Okay.
In the sense that I'm not really passionate about what I'm doing with my current business. I just don't like taking direction from other people.
Girl, you bet. Hold on now. Wait. Let me get my bell. What is it that you don't like? Say it one more time. Because, oh my goodness, you done hit a nerve for real.
I just don't like taking direction from other people.
I'm going to have to get a high five on that. Okay.
I don't like someone else having control over my money.
Okay.
And that comes in pluses and minuses. Number one, I'm in control. I have to work. I have to hustle. I have to do what it takes to make the checks come in. It's all on me. Right? But I don't have to worry about someone laying me off, letting me go, or anything like that, and I'm left with nothing. Yeah. But if I'm sick and I can't get it done, or I can't figure out to get someone else to get it done, I'm kind of short. But at the end of the day, I'm in control. I can make my business bigger. I can keep my business the same size. I can relax. It's all on me and how I manage my time. And I'm at a point in my life, I don't want to give someone else that type of control.
Or that power.
That kind of power.
Because even if I said, Lakita, I found a trip where we can go on a cruise, 3 nights, 4 days, $299. We have to get our own air. All the airlines is awesome sales right now. And so I think it would be great. We should go. It's an entrepreneur cruise. Then you have to say, well, let me call so I can get those days off.
Exactly.
I'd be like, okay, Lakita, well, they ain't got that many more cabins. So you're going to need to, and then because you put it in today, don't mean they're going to give you a response back today. Because I've been there. And so, or you bust your butt and you bring in $1 million for the company. And they say, oh, Lakita, we can't give you no raise this year because we don't have any money. Well, I just made you $1 million.
Right. And also you're busting your butt and you have to deal with office politics. So, it's time for that review. Who likes you? Does Jim like you? Does Sally like you? Do they have good things to say about you after you work so hard at the beginning of the year? And everybody seems to forget what you've done at the end of the year and you get a 2%.
Yep.
I like to make my money when I get the job done, when I deliver what I promised to deliver and be paid and not worry about any of that nonsense. If I don't want to, I make a choice just like they made a choice with me when I was an employee. I make a choice of who I want to work with as my client. If I don't like your attitude and you're a little bit rough and you're not a nice person, I may or may not work with you as my client. And that's my choice because I don't need that stress in my life.
Girl,
I don't need that stress in my life. And best believe as I move forward, there will be a client that fits my personality and, the way that I like to work moving forward. I have never, ever, ever slipped or been without. But I'm constantly hustling, working. As I got the gig that I have now, I'm looking for the next gig. Yeah. I'm always looking for the next gig 3 months out.
Yeah. Thank you. Say that again. You're looking for the next gig
3 months out.
3 months out. Not on June 30th when it expired, right?
Right. I'm looking
3 months out. That's right. That's
constantly.
Right.
And I'm networking. I'm talking to people. I'm letting people know what I do. Constantly. I'm having that coffee and that latte.
Great. Khalil?
Yeah, well, Lakita said that just struck a nerve with me because, I go to a job where I have to take orders from people. And sometimes when they tell me to do something that doesn't make sense, I look at them like I'm not doing that. And they want to catch attitudes with me. And it's like, with me being this young, it's time for me to start planning ahead of what I'm doing at Enterprise and start planning for my future and what's better for me and not putting money into somebody else's pockets with the expense of my hard work.
So that means you got to get going on that DJ equipment since I'm having an event and I could have had you there DJing, getting paid. So you got to work on that for next year. You got to be ready next year.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can do that. So of course y'all know when we get started, the time just goes. It just like somebody just snatches this from us. We did start a few minutes late because of me. I had to go to the doctor. But I do want to say that we still didn't get to talk about those killer conversations. So the next time we on air, we will discuss the killer conversations. And when I say killer conversations, these are going to blow your mind. They are my go-getters. They are my success to my business. It'll make you be the most memorable person in the networking room when you walk out. And it has worked for me. I perfected it. I don't need no paper. I don't need no card. I'm telling you, I do this. And remember that the fortune is in the follow-up. But to get the follow-up, you got to set the tone. And so we're going to talk about that the next time we on air, because we are out of time. So I just want to take 3 minutes to talk about, we're going to go to break and come back. Got one more bill to pay. We're going to come back and just talk about for 5 minutes. The super producer don't mind. We're going to talk about for 5 minutes. What are you thankful for in 30 seconds? Alexa, I think a lot of times we take for granted what we have, and we always want more. And what we have, somebody else is wanting what we have, and we're not even thankful for the things that we have. So from here on out, I'm going to be discussing, you can give me 1 or 2 things that you are thankful for today. So what are you thankful for today? It could be 1 thing, it could be 2 things, it could be 3 things, but Earl is only going to give us 5 minutes, so we're going to have to wrap it up. But I do want to talk about that, and then I want to leave you all with how you can earn the $100 and doing 1 random act of kindness a week. Some of you all are already doing it. Some people may do more, but if we can get everybody to do 1 random act of kindness, it could buy someone in front of you or behind you their cup of coffee or their breakfast sandwich. I'm not saying you got to get all crazy, but within your means. And the feeling is priceless. So we're gonna go to a break. We're gonna come back and tell me, what are you thankful for? You are tuned into IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. Making Waves with Ms. Darci. Back in a moment. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we were talking about things you could do to start a successful business, and hopefully you were able to take some nuggets away. All 3 of us had different scenarios, and you may have a different scenario. And so if you do share it under the broadcast, we would love to hear your comments and suggestions or thoughts. And so we're going to close out with one. The first thing I want to say to you is we're going to start the $100 the next time we're on air. We were doing it before I left on medical leave, but we will be doing it next week. And we did have a winner. And so what I want to do is kind of give you an example. And I'm giving you an example because I don't know what I'm going to say, but I may say, Lakita, you have, was it 30 seconds? Did I give him 30 seconds, Khalil? 30 seconds to give me 8 5-letter words that start with the letter D as in David. And so Khalil will start the clock, and that person would have to spell the word. So it could be, what did I say, D? So it could be drive, because that's a 5-letter word, and you have to think of them and you have to spell them out.
We're doing that today?
No, that starts next week.
That's Sharon's favorite game.
So we'll be doing that. And people, I'm telling you, when they call in, they be trying to get more time by saying, what you say? No. The clock starts. There is no, I'm going to tell them what they have to do. And then the clock starts. They're not going to know what the letter is, how many words it's going to be, all that. The clock will start. And I'm telling you to say, people say, I can do it. But then they really, it's because you win $100 cash. So I'm not going to just give it to you. You got to earn it. So that will start back up. Okay. And I'm telling, wait till you see how these people call in. Oh my God. Tell them, Khalil.
Yeah, they call. It's a lot of people that call in for that.
And they keep trying. Really? And they was like, wait a minute. They be like, wait a minute. I'm like, no, the clock has already started. So
the more you talk, you run that time.
I run out of time. And so we will start that back. And so I'm excited to see individuals, partake of that. And so that'll start. And then if you can, people listening, share with your friends and family. If you can do one random act of kindness between now and the next time we are back on air, one random act of kindness. No, it could be opening the door, helping somebody across the street, whatever it is, one random act of kindness. And then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have a surprise for the person whose random act of kindness is unique, because I need you to video it. It could be audio or video, and then send it in to us. And we will have a special prize. And so we're going to try to do that either bi-weekly or monthly. And the prize I have, you're going to love it. So it's going to be really nice. So we're going to start that. I think that it's a start, but it will help change people's mindset into not gimme, but give. And your blessings will be, you'll get blessings back 100-fold. So we'll start with Khalil. What are you thankful for today?
Something I'm always thankful for is my parents. They my rock. My mom, I don't know where I would be financially without her, because she take care of all the business side. And my dad, he's kind of like the emotional leader in my life. He shaped me into the man that I am today.
Oh, I like that, Khalil. Wow.
Yeah, that's so heartfelt.
That is.
I'm all warm and mushy.
Right. I'm ready to, can I have a Kleenex Earl? Lakita?
So I'm thankful for the sun.
The sun?
Yes. I'm thankful for the sun, because the sun is a star. And the star it has a life and a death cycle. So suns can die because it's a star. And if I get up in the morning and the sun is still there, everything that goes wrong through my day is so small.
Okay, I like that. Well, I am thankful first of all, for life. I'm thankful that my surgeries went well and that I recuperated 100%. I didn't like what happened before it, but I'm glad that my whole arm wasn't damaged. It's just from my elbow down. I'm thankful for my family, because they're very supportive through my illnesses, and they're always there. My friends, my family, you kind of know who your friends are when something like this happens, because they call, they check, they text, and they send scriptures, they send words of encouragement. Khalil checked on me, and I'm thankful for him. He was brought into my life almost a year ago, and I'm eternally grateful for him. Super producer 4 years ago, he sent me this corny message saying that I have not harassed him or stalked him. He said something must be wrong because you haven't bothered me. Like, I hope everything is all right. So little things like that have been like real. Elliot cooked for me. He went and got my medicine. He listened to me have pity parties and moan and groan, and he was right there, So I have my family. So I appreciate everybody. What was that? What the hell was that? I don't know what that was. So I'm thankful for all the people that God has placed in my life for a reason. So he put them in my life for a reason. Lakita, I met her when she sent in an audition to be a co-host. I didn't even know a lot about her. And just these last 2 days, I have learned so much about her. Very warm, caring person. She's a go-getter to uproot, and I just admire that. And the fact that she got bit and she's still here. So God is good. So that's what I'm thankful for. Now, next week, it may be something else, but for right now, that is what I am thankful for. And I'm also thankful for my show, that I get to talk about what I want. I get to produce it. I get to share with information with people. People get to send me in topics, and I get to hear viewpoints from you all and anybody that wants to share. And that's the way it should be. We should have the freedom to speak, because we don't all agree, but we can agree to disagree. And so at the end of the day, that's what it is. And then we should also that there's more happiness in giving than it is in receiving. So on that note, I want to thank Lakita for being here this week. Khalil, as always, super producer. Thank you, my listening audience, and make sure you share the broadcast, like the page, so you can possibly win the $100 next week. And so I'm excited to give that away. And then don't forget to do one random act of kindness and record it if you can, audio or video, and send it in to us. We have a surprise for the best random act of kindness. And I'm excited about that. So I want to wish you all well. Be safe this weekend. Check on your elderly, because it is going to be really, really hot today. And drink water. I got my flat tummy water, and we'll tell you about that. So in closing, build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs, and that would be me. And we're out.